You're wonderful.
Okay, hello everybody. This is Lisa Marie, and thank you so much for being here. And if you're catching the replay, thank you so much for your time and just sharing some of my excitement today. I have a treat in store for you, and I know that you all hear me talk about Robert all the time. It's Robert this and Robert that and Robert this, but and he is fabulous. I love him to death. But think about this. What what would you think if you had access to not one millionaire mentor, but two millionaire mentors? And I don't mean from afar, and all on afar. I get to actually interact with these people. How cool is that? Oh my gosh, I am learning so much. And Melody, she has not been in my life very long, but I feel like I have known her forever. She touches my heart. This lady has been she has been through so much. So I'm going to let her talk about that, but I just want you to keep in mind that after hearing her story, where she came from, where she is now, I mean, not that you came from, but it ended up being that way because of circumstances and where she is now. And listen with your heart, okay? One fabulous lady. I feel like I've known her forever. I can honestly say she is my bestest friend, my mentor, my confidant. I love her to death, Miss Melody Riba.
Wow, Lisa, you're going to get us going with tears today. Thank you so much. I absolutely adore you. You are so special to me and just an incredible human doing. And when you and I first met, I just knew that we had a lot in common. As you wear your heart on your sleeve, you have such a passion to help other people. And yeah, I just absolutely love that about you. And I'm so excited about this partnership that we have. And when you said, "Hey, I want to introduce you to some people," I because I asked you, I said, "Who can we help? Who do you know that we can help?" And Lisa, you know my story, and anybody who wants really to hear my story can go and watch that video or get that video from you. And I don't want to keep you all with that, but just to give you a little idea of where I came from and before, what my life was like before I had a mentor. I literally had lost everything important to me in my life. I lost my dream home. My husband lost his job due to illness, and I lost my husband. I went from being a co-parent to a single parent, in which I failed miserably. And I don't know if you'd been lied to too, but I was told, go to school, get a job, get married, have babies, your husband will take care of you, right? You don't need to go to college. You don't need to further your education, all of that. That's what I was taught. Well, then when I lost my husband unexpectedly, um, I found out that was a lie. It's like, now what? Now what do I do? And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I went through very difficult times to where, like I said, I lost everything. Everything. I lived out of a car for a year and a half with my two young boys, not able to feed them, listening to them fall asleep hungry at night, rationing one muffin into four meals for them. It was just insane. Um, and we all have things that go on in our lives, whether it's health situations, whether it's heartache, whether it's financial situations, whether we get lost. And I was completely broken into pieces as a human being. I didn't feel worthy of being successful. I didn't feel worthy of anything, of love, of anything until I was introduced to a mentor. And the mentor that LisaMarie talks about all the time is Robert Hollis. Now, this man, when I first saw him, he said something that I had never even thought about before. He said, why do people fail in life? Whether in education, in relationships, in business, in whatever, wherever. Why do people fail? It's because they focus on surviving rather than focusing on thriving. And that's exactly where I was, ladies and gentlemen. All I could see was the chaos that my life was. I didn't look towards the future. I was terrified of the future. I couldn't look even to tomorrow because today was horrifying for me, as I just felt like a failure as a person, a failure as a daughter, a failure as a sister, a failure as a mother, a failure as a partner. I felt like even though I lost my husband, I felt like I was letting him down each and every day, not being able to provide for my children like I believed I should be, like all of us want to do. So it when I heard this from Robert, it really got me to think differently. And his enthusiasm, his love for life, his love for helping others create changes in their life, him telling me I could design the life that I wanted to live. I was in charge. I could do this. And he was willing, just like he is with all of us here, he is willing to show us how to do it. Exactly what he did, because his story is just incredible, just as incredible. And ladies and gentlemen, if you feel like you're experiencing a test right now, if you are feeling like life is difficult, like you don't have hope, um, you know, without a test, there's no testimony. Without a test, there is no testimony. And I needed to learn. I knew I needed to just learn from this man and go, okay, if I could just have this much of his success, I would be living like a queen, according to how I was living, right? And ladies and gentlemen, when I reached out to him and I asked him to personally mentor me, he called me on the phone. And he said, Melody, you need to do what I do to get the results that I got. I'm like, I thought I was, but then when I went back and looked at it, it's like, nah, I was looking for shortcuts. I'm telling you, I'm going to be honest with you. It was very difficult for me to change my thinking, my stinking thinking, right? And to create what I wanted in my life instead of focusing on all the things I didn't have, all the things that I lost, all the trauma, all the hurt that was creating more of it in my life. So to be able to have the power to change what I was thinking, something Robert says all the time, it's your mind is like a parachute. It only works if it's open. I needed to open my parachute, right? I needed to open my mind to learn from successful people how they got there. Now, the one thing that sets Robert apart from all of the rest, and I challenge you to look it up, Google it, go to the internet. Robert is not only a success in himself, but I mean, he's made over $50 million in 33 years. What is most impressive to me is he's helped to create 60 millionaires. And I'm one of them. I am so, so blessed to be one of them. He is a best-selling author. He's just so giving and willing to share his not knowledge, but his wisdom with us. And you too can learn what he did to create this life for himself, what he continually does today. And together, Lisa and I are just partnering up and going, look, we want to help people. I know, Lisa, you want to help 100 families on your timeline. I think that's amazing, because in these days of uncertainty, we need to step up and go, okay, what can I do to make this better? What can I do to change my life? What can I do to create certainty in my life? And for me, it was about finding a documented mentor. Now, let me clarify, not documented in being successful themselves, documented in creating success in others. And I have never found anybody else other than Robert Hollis that is so willing to do that. If you meet a successful person, rarely are they going to go, let me just teach you all my secrets. Let me just teach you, they don't want to show other people. Robert is such an open book, transparent, genuine, and if he can go from being a broke auto mechanic on disability, and if I can go from living out of my car, not able to feed my children, there is no doubt that if you follow the same steps, you can create the life that you want to live for yourself. And when I reached out to Lisa and I said, who can we help? Who do you know? So if you are watching this video, if you are watching the replay of this video or live here today with us, excuse me, and you know somebody who is not truly happy, you know somebody who is living paycheck to paycheck, you know somebody who is not living their purpose or feeling fulfilled, you definitely need to reach out to Lisa, get some of the resources that she knows, because together, her and I are helping expand this amazing company called My Daily Choice. And if you are seeing this video, it's because Lisa had shared it with you. And it's amazing in the way that the system works differently. Now, I'll be honest, when I was learning from Robert, he was done with network marketing. He was done. He's moved on, wasn't what he loved anymore. He was let down by other companies. And when I heard from him in a private message, hey, Melody, check this out. I'm thinking about doing this. I jumped in, all the way in. I immersed myself. I was not going to miss out on this opportunity. I was slow to the go before when I had met him, and he was in another company, and he had created an organization of over 758,000 people he was receiving residual income from. Incredible. And I got into that a little bit late. So when I found out that, hey, Robert had a passion to help his wife, she has a love for animals, she wants to support shelters and a better life for animals all over the world, and that got him excited to be able to show her how she can provide that for where her heartstrings are tied. And he got excited, and one thing he said to me is, Melody, this is a system I have never seen in my 30 years. Never seen anything like it. And like I said, I was all in. He had already helped me change my life. He had already helped me change my stinking thinking. He had already helped me create a better life for myself and for my family. I already had that know, like, and trust with him. So what I want you to do is reach out to Lisa and go, look, you have all these resources that I can learn to apply to my life, to live that happier life. If you are somebody who maybe now is home or working from home or can't go to your job, or for whatever reason you need extra income, you want an opportunity to work shoulder to shoulder with millionaire creators, you definitely need to plug into LisaMarie. You definitely need to reach out to her today. I wanted to get on here and say, for those of you who are brand new with us, I want to offer my support to you. I want to take you by the hand and show you what Robert taught me. I want to help you design that life that maybe you stopped dreaming about, maybe you gave up on, maybe you're stuck in a sick and tired life. It doesn't need to be that way. We want to introduce you and connect you to people that are making lives better all over the world. And I want you to know, and I told Lisa, I said, I want to be there. I want to be there to help support people. I want to help anybody who is willing to participate in their own rescue. So if you are somebody who is sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you are somebody that is not happy in one or more areas of your life, if you are somebody that feels like you don't know your purpose, what you can do, what you can contribute to this world, reach out. This is going to be for you. And I promise you, as so many of us, and whether you've ever been in online marketing or network marketing or whatever before or not, I know I have a lot of people that reach out to me and go, Melody, I signed up with this company, and as soon as they ran my credit card, they disappeared. There was no support. We're here to support. We are family here. My whole purpose, my purpose for my life is to help you succeed. That's what I thrive on. And I want to do that with each and every one of you. So if we are not connected on Facebook, make sure you reach out to me, send me a message and say, I want your help. I want to join you. I want to change my life today. Reach out to LisaMarie. Let's get on a call like this together. And if you missed this call today, just know, if you are part of my daily choice and you are feeling like, okay, now what? There are very simple steps that we follow. And I want to share these with you. Lisa wants to share these with you. We want to keep it as simple as possible. I see Nicholas and I see Deborah on here. And I'll tell you, it's really that easy. Following simple steps, not having to learn everything. You can earn while you learn. And if you're somebody who wants to be paid by Thursday, you reach out to us now, because we're here to get you paid. That's really what we do, what we love to do. So Lisa, do you have anything that you want to say here or add?
I sure do. I sure do. I, I just want to give you an idea of my last 4 years in this kind of business. Although it didn't start out as network marketing, it was just distributor, but it worked into that. Over the last 2.5 years, it has. And I spun my wheels for 2 years. This is monumental right now for me. If I would have looked back, if 3 months ago and said, yeah, I'm going to be doing a live with her right now, I would have thought I was half nuts. But here I am, right? Here, Robert, Melody, these people are phenomenal, and they give and they give and they give. And if you have received any of those free gifts from me, that's where I got them from, is from these two people. They just, whatever they get, they give. And you just have caring, very supportive people here to help you. And you know what? It is about you. It is not about us. We are not the deal. My daily choice is a deal. Robert and Melody are a deal for sure. But we are just messengers. And the simpler we keep this process, the more we can duplicate. And that is how you go to the top in one of these businesses. I didn't know all this before. And I joined Melody's 30-day accountability. And I'll tell you what, that kicked my butt. I'm still not finished with it. I still am not, but I will continue until I am done, because I'm not racing anybody. And I'm telling you, the self-development, the growth as a person, this has changed me. it has changed me as a person, and I couldn't be prouder. I couldn't be happier. So, um, anybody else care to say anything?
Well, you know what? We've got Nicholas on here with us, and I've known Nicholas for a while now. And before I ask him if maybe he might share, like what he's learning and how his life is changing,
Yeah.
LisaMarie, I just want to say you watching you grow has been phenomenal, and
Thanks.
just such a blessing, and so
Mhm.
excited to be on this journey with you, this
It
this adventure with you, right?
is an
That's
adventure.
just, it's just the thrill of my lifetime
Yeah.
to be able to be on here and to be with you and to be able to serve others in
Hmm.
a way that we were served, that
And
others cared for us.
yes,
It's about caring for others and helping others. So thank
absolutely.
you for inviting me on here.
Mhm.
And Nicholas, will you share, because I know we've known each other for a little while now, and you too are you are one of my students as well as one of Robert's students. Will you come out and share with everybody maybe what you've learned, where you're from? Tell everybody where you're from first, and how we met, and why you joined Robert and I.
Yeah, I would love to share a little bit. First, I would just like to say, LisaMarie, you're amazing. I'm so proud of you, and it's been amazing to follow your personal growth, because it's easy to see that in other people and it's harder to see in yourself. And I've been watching you. You're amazing. Um, well, I live in Sweden, and I got in contact with Melody, who is on here, and Robert Holly through my friend Ola Meyer. And I'm so grateful that I did that, because what Melody's course has given me, it's hard to pinpoint one thing. But if I'm going to say something about Melody's course, is that, like Lisa talked about, its mindset has given me so much. And the biggest thing from my biggest takeaway from Melody's course is, of course, the Science of Getting Rich, which is an amazing book. And in that book, there is a chapter on gratitude. And gratitude is the one thing that has helped me the most with keeping me in a positive mindset. And that is key. So, I mean, everything that I've gotten since I started has come from Melody's course, because that's what I first started with. So, I'm so grateful for it. Melody is an amazing person with a big heart for seeing other people succeed, and her course is amazing. So that's my share, my takeaway. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nicholas. And I so appreciate you mentioning that course. I want everybody to know here, you are going to have access to Robert Hollis and learning from somebody who is documented. Anything that I share with you is going to be from Robert Hollis. We want to get extreme results now, and oftentimes we plug into, oh, this is a great trainer here, or I really like this training there, and we tend to apply that to anything we're doing and create these Frankenstein businesses. And I think one of the things that people reach out to me and say the most is, well, over here I learned how to do this, and over here I learned how to do that, and I'm confused. So then they don't do anything, and then they're back to square zero, stuck in life. And if you feel like you're stuck, we want to give you the resources that are going to absolutely help you to be able to get to where you want to go. What is it that you want to create for your life? What is it that you and your family deserve? Because it's not about just existing, it's about living. And if you feel like you are not living your life, but you're just going through the motions, you're on that hamster wheel, and you're just robbing Peter to pay Paul, and you have nothing to look forward to, reach out to us. We want to help you find your happy place. We want to help you design the life that you deserve to live, whatever that is.
I do have to say one
That's what we can do
thing.
for you. Yeah,
One
go
more
ahead,
thing.
Lisa.
You know what, just this last 3 months, I think I am happier now than I have been in years. Years. And that's from that gratitude, being thankful for all the little things that we take for granted. You know, reading that God memorandum, not in full, in parts every day, but you know, I'm making use of it for sure. And that I think is what the devotionals that you do, your ritual, Robert says RICHUAL, rituals, that I have never in my life done before. Never. And just in these last couple of months, that has changed my life already. If I don't make a penny, I'm still a very happy woman. I am. And that's what it should be all about. So, Robert, do you have 2 millionaire mentors? I'm sorry, but I got to say this again. In the same company, that's mind blowing. You will never have access to something like this. I don't believe will come around once in a lifetime. Absolutely. So, Melody, I love you to death. Thank you so
I love you too. And you know what, Lisa, let's go ahead and provide a gift for anybody who watches this.
Okay.
And
Absolutely.
anybody who watches this, reach out to LisaMarie. I want to gift my power in words to anybody. If you want, I mean, just for, you know, just to give it to you. It's really helped us. It's helped me. I want to pass that along to anybody. If you want to learn more about structuring your day, time management, how to create an income online at the comfort of your own home, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, most of what I do is from wherever I want to be in the world.
Exactly. And Melody also, with her 30-day accountability, that's not company specific. She works with all kinds of people. So even if you are not in a business, I'm telling you, it would just improve your life as a whole. I mean, in every area possible.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
grateful.
so much, Lisa. And you know, let's give another gift. You want to know, I actually paid thousands of dollars for this next gift. Thousands and thousands of dollars. And we have permission to share with you. You can go and get access to Robert Hollis's training, to his learn to change your mindset. Learn to, if you're in a network marketing company and you want to know how to do that effectively and get to those next levels, those next ranks, go to roberthollis.com/free. You can subscribe for free and get access to everything I paid for.
How many videos, how many trainings does he, 60,000?
It's ridiculous. Yeah. You can find a topic that you really want to focus on and start there and reach out. You know, I'll share with you what was my favorite, what helped me get the transformation in my life that helped me get moving. So,
do you mind, Melody? I know we've been on a half hour, but we do have a few more minutes. Can I just ask you a few questions? How often do you get to interview a millionaire?
I'll answer anything you want to know.
Okay, awesome. Let's do that then. Okay, here we go. I got them written down here. Okay, I want to know where your turning point was, because you battled with yourself, you battled with circumstances. What point did things start shifting for you?
One of the biggest points was Robert gave me instruction, and now Robert got to know where my limiting beliefs are, and we all have them. So a key thing for us to learn is to recognize what our limiting beliefs are. For me, it was, I'm not worthy. For me, it's like I didn't trust myself. I let myself down so many times before that I didn't believe in me. So Robert stepped up and he goes, Melody, if you just do these things, this is what I did, right? This is what I did. So that's a key thing you want to listen for. If a multimillionaire tells you to do something, you want to do it.
Right.
Don't think about it, do it. Take action right away. So one of the things he did, and we have this in our morning ritual, is he shared this book with me. It's by Og Mandino, and it's called The Greatest Miracle in the World. And it's like $5 on Amazon. This book, and you can see it's a very short book. It didn't take me long to read. When he told me to read this book, I will be honest, I kept saying, I'm not a reader. Not a reader. I'm not a reader. How many things do we say in our life that influence who we are becoming, right? So I read the book. Then in the book, and Robert said, come back to me, Melody, when you've read the last chapter, the God Memorandum, 100 days in a row. Okay, he said, if you miss a day, start all over. If you miss a day, start all over. I began reading that book I believe it was August 11th, 2016. I read that last chapter every day since. Now, let me tell you why. Because it helped me understand that we are all miracles, including me. Including me. I was created with uniqueness and purpose. You are created uniquely and purposefully. And when we can find how to live within that purpose, man, huge shifts here. Huge, huge. So I don't go online to recruit people into my business, right? I'm not looking for people to recruit. I'm looking to be a solution finder for people. Whatever they're dissatisfied in life, wherever. Maybe they don't like the zip code they live in. Maybe they don't like the schools their children have to go to. Maybe they don't like their job, or they're dealing with a boss that is unappreciative. Maybe they don't have their job anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe they've been heartbroken from a relationship. I mean, these are all things that we can learn and to be able to recognize. And when you start thinking differently, when you start believing differently about yourself, what I did for myself, I changed the way I believed.
Yeah.
And then Robert's belief in me, because he's already gone through it, he's already done it, he's already had the successes, he had already helped other people, 54 people, to be millionaires before me.
You're 55.
So, right? So, you know, when you start changing your belief system, when you start using tools and changing the words, this is why I want to share the power in words with y'all, because our words are so powerful. Not just the words we say to other people, but the words we're telling ourselves. I would always say, Melody, you can't do that. Melody, you're limited. You are not Robert Hollis. Melody, you have failed before. Why would you succeed next time? See, each and every one of us have the power to live the life we want to live.
We do.
So many of us are taught within our culture scape, whether it from our parents, our school counselors, our you know, whoever it is, our aunts, our uncles, whoever is that influence in our life as we're growing up. And let me give you an example. I have incredible parents, very spiritual parents. I won't say religious, I'll say spiritual. God-fearing, just full of faith, trust. Yet, I was taught growing up, money is the root of all evil. Rich people don't care about anybody else. Rich people live on Snob Hill, right? Rich people don't, I mean, they're, they don't care about anybody but themselves.
Mhm.
So then I met Robert. And at the time that I met Robert, he was literally giving away 90% of his incredible income and living on 10%. And he was still living on more than you and I would make in a year. So that had to get me to think. And Robert has a saying, and in fact, it's in both of his books, and it says, when you know what you know isn't so, when would you like to know? So Robert asked me, Melody, how do you know rich people are selfish? How do you know rich people are living in a life rooted in evil? I had to rethink of what I was taught, why I believed it. And that's what happens all through our life. I had to rethink of everything. I had to go, okay, how do I know this? How do I know my faith is real? How do I know my God is real? How do I know this? How do I know that is real? And the things that I did believe strengthened. And the things that I could not come up with any reason why I believe that, other than that's the way I was taught. That's what I was told to believe. And we all experience this in our life, and we all have different backgrounds. We come from different cultures. We live in different neighborhoods. We have different, low income, medium income, high income. We all come from a different place. The one thing that I found out is it doesn't matter what life is dealing you right now. It doesn't matter what the circumstances in your life are right now. It doesn't matter where you come from. What matters is where you're going. And like you said, LisaMarie, Robert said, study the success principles, start living them, start applying them, and they are all in this book. And by the way, LisaMarie can give you free copies of the book.
Yeah.
And free audios if you're not a reader. If you're still saying I'm not a reader, we got you covered.
Yeah.
We got you covered.
No excuses.
No excuses, right? Call the police. LisaMarie has robbed you of all of your excuses.
That's right. That's right. If Melody can do it, if Robert can do it, I can do it, and so can you. And we have to think, we help others, it is going to come back to us tenfold. We need to concentrate on helping others, and you will be rewarded, I promise, especially if you do it in that certain way,
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys
Absolutely.
are amazing. Thank you so much, Melody. I love you.
Well,
And
thank you. Thank you for inviting me here.
you are welcome. Nicholas, thank you for sharing with us, and you as well, my friend. I've only been around you a few months as well. Well, maybe a little longer, but I've seen Nicholas grow in just that short period too. I could tell, when I first started watching his lives, and to now, the confidence that you have built is just, I just love seeing that too. And I do feel that, with everybody, you can watch them transforming. It is so, so inspiring and just heartwarming. Does my heart.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And Lisa, I don't know if you can see the chat, but Deborah has just been typing away in there. And I know she's probably at work, and yet she's still here. Thank you, Deborah. We love you. Maybe go ahead and read a couple of the things that she wrote.
Oh, okay.
Because anybody who watches the replay won't be able to see this, but I want people to see what she's saying.
Okay. And this is Deborah, very, very dear lady to my heart.
Incredible lady. Yes.
Yeah.
I love you all.
You know what? That's what happens when you surround yourself around people like this. The good vibes are always flowing. They just are always flowing. There's no possible way you can get down. If you do not stay down for long. I love that because I've bounced back a couple of times already. But let me just share what Deborah has said. Every word Melody shared is truth. Oh, this is the most amazing opportunity I've ever been offered. Here you are, Lisa. Dreams do come true. Mind blowing the love and the servant heart Robert and Melody give. Thank you so much, Nicholas. I'm so excited and grateful to have met you through Melody. And yeah, absolutely. It's just what I mean. We're surrounded by these kind of people. You got to succeed. You cannot fail. So much value in 30 minutes. Thank you, Melody. And Lisa, thank you for inviting me. This has been amazing. The gifts are so valuable, and they are changing my mindset big time. Me too. And my heart is just racing with joy and hope. I know. I get that all the time, and it's like, oh my God, nothing is impossible. That has been an incredible call. My limiting belief was that my past would destroy my future. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you, Deborah. You are such a
Thank
sweetheart.
you, Deborah. That's
Such a
amazing.
sweetheart.
And you know, for anybody who goes, okay, my past, I didn't make the best decisions. In my past, I let myself down. In my past, I quit school, or I quit this, or I started a business and I never did anything with it. Or maybe I bought a book or a training and I never followed through and applied it. Your past, no matter what it is, does not define your future. And what I found is the most important thing I can do is not listen to my broke friends. Because that's what I was doing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had people that were broke in my life, and they would say, Melody, this, you know, that's not going to work. You can't do this. That's not going to happen. Surround yourself more with positive, uplifting people that are going to root for you and believe in you. And because Robert believed in me, I didn't quit until I could start believing in myself. And that's what we want to give to you. That's how we want to support you. So thank each and every one of you for being on here. Thank you for watching the replay, and make
Yes.
sure you get those gifts. And
Yes,
reach out to me on
absolutely.
Facebook. Yes, reach out to me on Facebook. You can find Melody Here to Serve You on Facebook. It's a group that we would love to invite you to, and just be able to feed and nourish you those encouraging things, those tools that we were given by our mentor that can help you too.
Yeah. Phenomenal. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Those of you that did register, I will make sure you get a copy of this. And if you want to share it, that's fine. Whatever you want to do with it. Okay. Thank you.
God
Thank you
bless
guys.
you. Thank
All
you,
right.
LisaMarie. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Nicholas. Thank you, Deborah. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, Deborah. Love you.
Bye, Lisa. Bye, Melody. Bye, Nicholas. I love you.
Love you too. Talk soon.
Bye, guys. Thanks.